We're still going, but we can start.
All right, so everyone, welcome to the CowCast. This is our first podcast. It's a little talk show thing. We got our topic listed on the right. So this episode, we got our introduction. So I'll introduce everyone in a few minutes. Then we hit over to some Star Wars Battlefront conversation. We talk about whether in dinos, what would happen if dino invasions happened, and some discussion on the Apple Watch, whether it's useful or not, and then the Mars One mission, whether we should actually be going to Mars and so forth like that. So we got a little bit of gaming, a little bit of theory, and a little bit of current events. So, yeah, let me introduce myself. I'm Nate. You can subscribe to me on YouTube at Nate Bodner, or follow me on Twitter at ConnMovieMakers. We got Nick to my right. You subscribe to him and follow him on Twitch with the little Pumbaa 70 stuff. You can check out Sean. He's down below me. And Sean Bod, we're streaming on his Twitch. And you can check him out on Instagram. And we got Lewis, Mediaheads TV on Twitter and YouTube. So, yeah, welcome to the show. Hope you guys enjoy our conversation. And we're going to get right into it. All right, so our first topic is Star Wars Battlefront. Who wants to lead this one off?
Nose goes.
Game's gonna suck.
Okay, so okay.
I know with Nick here.
Okay, so we got Lewis and Nick being like, this game's gonna suck. Sean,
Yes.
do you have any opinion on it yet?
I don't know, dude. It's pushing towards not looking like more of a Battlefront game to me. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with DICE and EA, but not much I can say other than that because I haven't seen the gameplay much.
It's
Alright.
gonna be another Battlefield. Let's
Yeah.
just put that out there. No fighting in space. No.
Yeah.
Actually,
I mean,
that
fine.
is a big
That's
thing.
that is a huge.
I don't know if you guys remember, but like Star Wars Battlefront 1, when you could get in the planes and that, you could just fly them around on certain maps, but you couldn't go into space with them, so they were pretty much useless, and you'd always like crash into stuff. And then it's like, oh yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2, let's go to space.
Oh,
that
the
was
space.
hardcore.
You know, that was hard.
Yeah.
Space battles were the shit, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you fly in the hangar and you blow stuff up, and you try to get out. That's the best part, is trying to get out if you're playing with friends. So we decided there's no space battles, which is a total negative. But one thing I saw that was interesting to me, I know, Nick, we discussed this previously, but there is third and first person, and in the first person there is no iron sights, which I think is like a good thing. But obviously we've reached the point where we're in games where there's always iron sights and so forth. But is that what we want in a Battlefront game? Do we want iron sights in a Battlefront game? Because the previous games don't have iron sights when you're running around third person or first person.
That's true. It also does kind of explain the stormtrooper aim, which is like fantastic if you've ever seen any of the movies. They have the best aim, but I don't know. It's like you make a gun, you put a sight on the gun, but you can't use the sight on the gun.
No, you could. What they were saying is you could use like scoped weapons. So like,
Yeah,
just like
yeah,
the
I know.
previous games, you could use the sniper rifle scope, but you can't use the iron sights. So is
Yeah,
that
which
like
is-
something that's like positive or negative? Because it still gives you that gameplay aspect of the older games, but and doesn't necessarily make it like Battlefield.
That's the thing, though. Like obviously most shooters that you look at nowadays are all first-person shooters. You can obviously look down most of the sites, but it does have its own interesting factor to staying true to the actual Battlefront legacy that it's always had.
That's true. There is co-op, or no, not co-op. There is split screen for those console players. I'm not sure you can really split screen on the PC, which we'll all be playing on.
Oh gosh.
So that'd be interesting.
PC.
They have it in Goat Simulator. I haven't tried it yet though. But it'd be very interesting to see whether or not it actually, like, co-op is actually in the game and so forth and all that stuff. I know there's some vehicles that aren't like in the game necessarily.
Yeah. Now
were-
that's one thing that I've been hearing about, but I didn't like look it up recently. But I heard that the AT-ATs, like the giant like elephant walkery thingies, you can't actually drive them. They're apparently on rails, like
Yeah, they
like
are.
it being like Battlefield. They are. Oh.
They're on rails. They're gonna be on rails.
Oh.
So like, so you can get in them and like shoot the guns in them, but they
Yeah.
have like a set path of walking
Yeah,
That's
like
what you
the
mean by on rails?
AC-130 on Armored Kill. You know how it just like went
Oh,
around
right,
the map
yeah.
again and again
And then
again.
once you
gets
complete the
blown up,
objective,
comes back.
once you
Yeah.
complete the objective, it moves to the different path. Yeah,
Mhm.
okay, that. That's like.
I mean, there's only like guns on the front of it. You know.
Well, that's better than I thought it was, because I thought I read somewhere that it wasn't in it at all, but it's better than I thought. But still, that's no. It's a free open world game.
Yeah.
That's not cool. I don't know.
It isn't. You would think that the foot soldiers have a way to take it out, or you can go in your plane, wrap a rope around the damn thing, and make it fall over.
That better be
You know
the
what I'm
only
talking about?
way. That better be the only way that happens. 'Cause I could just see like 30 people running around that AT-AT, like throwing those like sticky bombs at it.
The thermal detonators.
Yeah. God, like
Uh,
ants.
Like in
Yeah.
Battlefield right now.
What was that, Lewis?
What?
What?
No.
All right, so like
We're having a technical difficulty right now, at least on our side.
on your side,
I think.
are you guys good, Nick? Oh,
It's on my side.
I'm fantastic.
okay,
good
I'm
now.
good right now.
We are bad.
Kind of.
Okay, sorry.
No.
All right.
You're-
Well, I can. Someone talk.
Low.
Talking.
No, like okay. For future reference, if that happens, please just continue talking, because it ain't me. It's probably me. Okay, and then
It's probably all.
oh, that Skype call though.
Also, my
All right, there we go. Okay,
Twitch chat isn't exactly loading too well, so
the lag is
All right.
real. Okay, hold on, guys. We're experiencing some difficulties.
damn it, Skype.
CowCast.
Okay, there. Are we good now?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know where we were, but so we decided not having space battles is bad. The lack of vehicle maneuverability, especially in the AT-ATs, are bad. And then having the obviously having the first person like no iron sight thing is a good thing, I think. But all right. So right now we know that there's like 4 maps. There's Endor, Hoth, and a couple other ones. There's a Battle Jakku coming out. So we always discuss about like early access DLC and stuff. So what do you guys think about the Battle of Jakku and stuff like that, which is the DLC that comes out like 2 weeks after. If you pre-order the game, you get it 2 weeks after the release, and you get it 3 weeks after the release if you don't pre-order. So what do you guys think about having that coming? Like we already know that. Like that's one of the first information we know about the game.
No pre-orders.
Is that a
Ever.
bad sign?
Yeah, I'm not going to pre-order. I kind of had enough of these half-assed done games in the beginning. I'm gonna wait till it's not buggy.
Mm-hmm. Especially
I learned
from an
from Battlefield
EA game.
4. Yeah,
Yeah, no. After Battlefield 4, I will probably never pre-order anything again. Like
God damn it, Rome 2.
no.
unless it's by WB. Which
Okay.
is not EA, of course.
Right. Yeah.
'Cause
But with Battlefront,
seems-
it's going to be EA. So do we actually trust it?
No.
No. Okay. So we decide we're not pre-ordering Star Wars Battlefront. We decided that everything, some aspects are good, some aspects are bad, mostly leaning towards the bad side. Do we actually know? Oh, we got a comment here. We got Stool SNS. Has Endor changed much other than added render? Does the new DLC include better rendering and or coloring? I guess we'll have to actually wait and see for that one. I really doubt that it'll have any better graphics or anything only 3 weeks after it launches, or better rendering.
Speaking of Endor, though, I know a lot of people have already said this, but does anyone, like when they were watching the movies at least, did anyone actually give a remote fuck when like they were on Endor? We were like, God damn it, you're cutting away from the space scene. What the hell?
Yeah, pretty much, right?
It's like everyone agrees. with
Endor
that.
is in New Hope when they're on the. For those who don't know the movie or don't know the movies too well, Endor is where the secret rebel base is in the first the first released movie, episode 4, The New Hope, and as Nick said, it just takes away from the space battle.
Yeah, it's Star Wars, not like frickin' Zoo Tycoon the movie or some shit. What is this?
Lightsabers, it's going to be a thing, right? Because I in this article, I didn't read anything about lightsabers.
They do have heroes. There's 2 confirmed heroes at the current moment. You can play Boba Fett and Darth Vader.
Oh, man.
So I'm assuming they will have the hero game mode that they had in the last couple ones, where like you could play as all the different Jedis and all the different like main characters like Han Solo and Leia and the Chewbacca and people that don't necessarily have lightsabers aren't Jedis. But I'm pretty sure you can play as. Hopefully we'll be able to play as them all. There's the 2 confirmed, so whether or not we actually get the other ones is pretty cool. We'll have to see actually. So hopefully we get the other ones. Hopefully it's not just Darth Vader.
Hopefully you guys get premium, so that way you can get the other heroes.
No, but if you think about it, like they're not going to give all their secrets away. The game comes out in November. It's not fully done. It's not fully like out there. You don't know everything about every game that comes out new. So obviously they're holding back some of that hero stuff. I'm hoping.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see.
Because why tell all your secrets?
So that way people buy your game. They don't have doubts like we do.
Yeah, no. They got they gotta space it out over the next like 8 months. No, not 8 months. 6 months. Next 6 months, because it comes out November 17th. That's pretty far away. We still got a while to go.
You say that. You say it.
I'm hoping
only 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm hoping graphically they make it look a lot better than Hardline.
Right.
Oh yeah. I mean, like some of these pictures look like really nice, but I could just tell this isn't gameplay.
Yeah,
like
a lot of
It's in engine footage. That's what we saw so far. And like the screenshots.
You can't take that. You can't take that as anything. Though.
It's total grain of salt, because you go back and you look at some of the other like games that were released in-engine footage before that wasn't gameplay, and it's like ridiculous how much different it is. Watchdogs #.
Yeah, it's essentially like, oh, this is an engine. So essentially you're just giving us screenshots, like pretty much just concept art of the game, not like actual in-game footage. I mean, this looks really nice, like one of these pictures here, but...
Yeah, all right, so we got a question here. This is a good discussion point. Hartford Flash says, since it looks a lot like Battlefield right now, do you think it will have class customization? I'm pretty sure one of the articles I read said that there was no class customization.
You're very correct on that.
But I'm not entirely sure. It said there was no classes, but I'm assuming that there will be classes like you obviously you get like the support trooper or the stormtrooper or the rocket trooper and so forth. So we'll actually have to see about that, what that means going in the future. But what do you guys think about that? Should there be class customization where you can like choose your weapon, or should it be like the classes like you got in Battlefront 2? What do you guys think?
Well, if you read the article, it did say as you ranked up, you and your partner, if you're like team partying because it's not squads, would get those perks towards the classes. So it still has a customization, but not as big as such like a Call of Duty or another first-person shooter game.
Okay, so that's interesting.
I mean, like, I don't know. It just seems weird. Because I feel like if they're going to go for class customization, they're going to be like, everyone gets a DMR, everyone gets a shotgun, everyone gets this, like they've done with the past couple Battlefield games. It's like, it doesn't play towards like one role at all. It's just like, here's guns. Go kill people.
Right, which is what exactly. Because that's what Battlefront 2 was all about, was like having the right class to kill the vehicle, or to do the long range damage to hunt down like the last guy in the map or something. Yeah, so I don't know.
Any news about medics in there? It is a DICE game after all.
Well, yeah, I mean they had medics in like medic packs in Battlefront 2, excuse me. So I'm assuming they'll have it back, hopefully in one class or another, which will actually be very beneficial. All right, so one more topic on Battlefront that I want to discuss is I'm pretty sure I read that that it will only be the original 3 movies that are covered. So only the Rebel, the Fight, the Civil War, and not necessarily the Clone Wars. So what is your opinion?
Don't they have stuff from the new movies though?
They have stuff from the new movies coming out.
Yeah.
Which is like the Battle of Jakku is a battle that happens in the new movie. If you saw the Star Wars trailer, like the recent Star Wars Episode 7 trailer, you'll see in the first shot is a downed Star Destroyer in a sand. I'm assuming that's Jakku. In Jakku, like on the sand planet of Jakku, that is Jakku right there. So, and Okay, Matt just confirmed for me that it's the first 3 movies and the new movie coming out. So we have 4 movies to span the game. So do you guys think that? Do you guys want Clone Wars and stuff, or do you want?
Yeah.
Or would you want Clone Wars, or you? I mean, we're obviously not getting it, but do you think it does it
not
take?
getting it in the base game. Oh,
Yeah.
DLC.
Does it take away?
Yes.
Do you think it actually takes away from the game, or do you think it'll be okay that they balance it out with more Civil War content?
Well, there's no campaign, is there? There's no like Galactic Civil War or whatever it is, like
No,
in Battlefront 2.
There's no
then
campaign at all.
I don't see no reason why they shouldn't put it in. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
It's just
like to see
extra
it.
levels,
Yeah,
essentially. You know.
pretty much right. Okay, so that's another. What was I gonna say? Okay, I just totally lost my train of thought there.
Talking about Teletubbies and.
We're talking about Teletubbies.
Teletubbies and Star Wars.
Yeah.
That should be a mod.
Someone's
should be
gonna
a
mod that. Someone better mod that if EA lets them put out.
Someone
mods.
better. Yeah,
EA is
EA better not
very
ban them.
friendly.
Teletubbies with lifesavers. I'm down with that.
Tiger Cage 41 likes Nick's headphones out of them all, but he does enjoy all of our headsets.
Thank
Just
you
a
very
heads up.
much.
They're
The
Alright.
red,
best.
the red and the black.
I have the Astros
Link
with
them.
the Gears of War.
Yeah,
Wait,
Lewis
not
is
Gears of War. I'm sorry, Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal. There we go. All right, so
Awesome.
all right, so I think that sums up what we want to discuss about Star Wars Battlefront. I think the overall consensus is we're gonna have to wait and see what the hell happens. And
I have
hopefully,
one more thing. You guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but do you guys think that there's going to be DirectX 12, seeing how DirectX 12 is going to be out within that duration of time?
is it going to be coming out then? Will it be out in time for them to implement?
It's supposedly, according to AMD, going to be out in July. Because there's a rumor that Microsoft's releasing Windows 10 then.
Okay, so DirectX 12. I would doubt that they have it in this. Like, if it's coming out that close to release, I would doubt it does. Even though, I don't know. I would say no. But I mean, we could be totally wrong. I mean,
There'll be a patch.
there'll be a patch probably. I could see that. All right, so I guess if we're done with that, we'll move on to our next topic.